Let's see if you can hear me, if you can see me. Let me know. We were supposed to be live by now. I'm watching YouTube on that screen and it's still alright. Let me mute that. I see myself on the screen, so it's supposed to be live. Kasia, Nick, Alex, everyone, how are you doing today? Let me know if the volume is alright, if you can see properly, if it's not choppy, anything that I can adjust. Yeah, happy Thursday, everybody. It's gonna be a good Thursday. For me, it's 6 p.m. I would love to know what time is it for you right now. Where are you from? How are you doing today? Nicholas, hello, hello, hello. It's a casual surfers academy. We used to hang out every 2 or 3 weeks and discuss SEO stuff. On today's agenda, we've got a little bit of core updates and a little bit of a data analysis that we've done around ranking factors and correlations. Then I will give you a live demo surfer, including some new features, and then we will take a look at the SEO tips, workflow for content team, how to scale up content production. That will be a short presentation, and we will clamp it with the Q&A session. So I hope you can't wait for me to pull the trigger. Yvonne, nice to see you. Access Fixtures, nice to see you as well. Now I'm frozen. Hopefully I'm not frozen anymore. I guess I will just start, right? For Nick, I'm frozen, but hopefully I'm not frozen for everybody else. All right, screen sharing time and discussing the helpful content update and the following March core update and the following current September 2024 update. So let's start. I can see that there is like a 1 minute delay. So hopefully we can live with that. All right. So how factors impact changed over time. Web Tools Guru, hello. Jeff, hello. And we've got over 60 people on the stream right now. Perfect timing for me to kick it off. All right. First, keywords in title. I will just drop a few charts and quick explanation. Blue is after helpful content update, red is after March update, and yellow is the current situation. So as you can see, pages ranking in, especially in the top 10, looking at these blue and red, they were climbing really up when it comes to having keywords in the title and ranking in the top 10. The correlation is strong. But when you look at the yellow line, keywords in the title are not that common, which means that Google probably replaced these pages with some other pages that didn't have exact or like basically keywords in the title. So this factor, obviously I still advise to have keyword in the title, but it won't be that strong as we were used to it. All right, the next one, and this one is something I really found pretty cool, is keyword in the URL. And when it comes to the keyword in the URL, we see the blue line that was a year ago, the red line that was after March update, and the yellow line is current one. It's always the same. Blue was the first, red is March core update, and yellow is current situation. So if you look at these spikes of red and blue, it seems that keyword in the URL, especially among the top 5, top 3 pages, became extremely strong. What can I guess from this situation is that most likely home pages were replaced by the dedicated pages deeper in the URL structure that could have some keywords in the URL path. So it's not EMD, it's not domain, it's the URL path. So, well, that's pretty obvious stuff, but these factors became stronger these days. You should definitely revise how you name your pages and make sure that your main focus keywords, that your target keywords are included in the URL. Maybe not add them twice because it can be like a little bit fishy, but please use keyword in the URL. It's stronger than ever. Actually, it was the strongest after March update, but now it's still super strong, especially among the top 3, top 5, which is this area here. Okay, moving forward. Keywords in the body. So a pretty steady situation, but for the blue and red, which are a year ago and a half a year ago, that was more or less the same situation. In this case, the yellow one, current situation, we see that there is a little bit less keywords in general. The correlation is still there. There is one little weird spike bottom at the top one, much stronger than compared to the blue, but it's there. So in general, keywords are still important, obviously, in a body, but Google prefers pages that include a little bit less keywords than before. What's worth mentioning is that the whole sample, these were the same keywords analyzed in these 3 timestamps: after helpful content update, after March code update, and right now. So 3 same set of keywords, like 1,500 keywords, 3 analysis. So you can see that, of course, you still have to have keywords in your body, but they are a little bit less important or a bit less frequently used in general. This is something that got my attention, especially when it comes to the top one, and it's repeating after March and after current update, that page ranking number 1 included keywords above the fold. You see the spike, and it's the same right now, and it's the same half a year ago. Blue spike on top 1 is smaller, but here is definitely a big difference. So having keyword above the fold, what's above the fold? Everybody knows what's above the fold? If not, I will quickly tell you. It's when you open the page, not scroll, and that's above the fold. In general, we can consider it like first 700, 900 pixels from the top, and you should make sure that the keywords, the target keywords, are within that space, because if you are fighting for the top spot, it appears to be the differentiator. Like the second page didn't have the keyword above the fold, page on the top had it, and it moved the needle. So like what do we already know is that the URL should include the keyword, and above the fold it just must be there, and that's the reason. All right. Missing entities, this is something we all do when it comes to doing analysis with on-page optimization tools, with Surfer, when we use content editor to include all of these entities within our content. And the trend is steady. The less entities you are missing, the higher you rank. This is pretty stabilized. However, pages over time tend to miss less entities than they used to be missing a year ago. Look at the blue line that ends around, let's say, 9 in here, and the red one and the yellow one that is around 7. So pages on the first spot were missing 9 entities, and now it's only 7. And as you can see, the blue in the second, third, fourth page of Google, the blue one is around 15, and the yellow one is slightly above 10. So websites are in general more optimized compared to before helpful content update and compared to March update. So well, the competition is getting stronger, I would say, because they use entities more and more, and we can see adoption of entities going up, which is, well, I don't know if it's good or bad, but we see the situation. So what we have to do? We have to include more entities in our articles, in our pages. That's more or less about it. And the cherry on the top, which is the content score, is almost the same as it used to be. Like, well, have the high content score and rank higher. It's really hard to discuss with this one. The correlation is still strong. Nothing is changing really, and having higher content score helps with rankings, no matter if it's helpful content update, no matter if it's March core update, no matter if it's the current situation. We are still in a moment in history where optimizing pages correlate with search rankings. And well, that's why we are all here. That's why we gather around tools like Surfer to basically optimize our pages. And now it's time for a live demo, and I will start the live demo with explaining what do I mean by entities. So when you create a content editor, let's say the tree pruning tools, let's say this one. Okay, we've got a page. This is a page about like a service page, local SEO page. Yes, you can also create local SEO pages with Surfer. It doesn't have to be the article. Here at the right hand side, you can find entities. These are the terms that were used by pages ranking in the top, and the more of those you have, the better, in short. And we should always focus on including as many of those as we can, because they move the needle in the SERP as the data shows. So no matter what kind of sample I will be looking at, whether it's like a whole Surfer queries created by the user sample, or whether it is hand-picked sample of keywords, entities always correlate with rankings. And thank you, Anaconda Pipette host, because I would love to see people hitting the like button and share and subscribe and whatever. And by the way, before I dive into the application, I will show you this. 30% off all Surfer AI packages. Pretty good deal. So it will be there for like a couple more days, but I strongly recommend you grabbing it because, well, it's 30% off. It's quite a deal. All right, so live demo of Surfer. What is Surfer? What are we looking at? This is the homepage, the dashboard after you log in. When you have a little bit aged account, you'll find a lot of queries in here. You'll find the tools on the left hand side. So this is where your work starts. You can start a new article, or you can find content ideas. These are like shortcuts. These shortcuts will take you to the content editor, which is a tool that helps you write, that helps you create guidelines for your articles. and when we go back to home and click find new content ideas, it will take you to the topical map, which will create a topical map for you so you can build topical authority in your niche. Well, these two actions are primary action in Surfer if you know what are you doing, whether you want to find content ideas or starting a new article. But if you have an existing website and you want to optimize some pages that Surfer is really suitable for as well, I strongly recommend hitting the content audit because that tool pulls the top pages from your website, analyze the content score, analyze the position, traffic, impressions, and CTR from your Google Search Console, and you know what to do next. It gives you the best opportunities, it gives you the general analytics of what's going on, where should I start. Let's select maybe the peepstrategy.com. Hopefully it has a little bit more best opportunities, because this is where all of you 84 people watching me now, if you do not have content audit set up, I beg you to set up. Please. This is where you will find immediate value of Surfer. Let me show you quickly that workflow. So after the content audit is created, you hit the best opportunities and you see that there are pages that content score is relatively low, like this one, group discussion strategies, for example, 51, yet the position is 8.3. Here, 60 and 7.2. Here, 61 and 9.6. These are in a striking distance, or even this one. Framing effect examples in advertising, 58 score, position 15. So what should we do? We should optimize that to increase the score and make it rank higher. So I basically hit the optimize button, and where I'm taken directly to the content editor, where my content is imported from the website. I see the length and structure and the entities, and as you can see, majority of the entities are red. What does it mean? It means that we didn't use gain framing, potential dating partners, taking significant risks, class, fuel, economy, framing effects, and so on. All of these are missing, yet used by our competitors. So what are you up to right now? You can either let me put that to the side. You can either start with changing H1, that will be most beneficial. Framing, it's even, you see, it's even helping me out. Framing effect examples in advertising. And my score already went up because I used it in H1. But we will have much more work to do. So you can either start rewriting the content, or you can hit the auto optimize button, which I will do right now, and it will analyze and rewrite and close the content gap and add the missing topics and all kind of stuff that you need to do to get the job done. And while it's working, I see there's like a find addiction rehabs questions. So I will address that right now. And the thoughts on anchor text formatting given the recent updates. Historically, a wide range of diverse anchors was the best practice, but now it seems to be fairly uniform. Exact match is best. So exact match kicks in the most if the profile is okay. But if you only have exact matches in there, I would say that's a little suspicious. And I remember back in the days, couple years ago, we had a situation when we started removing exact matches from anchor text, and that helped with rankings. So I would say that it's up to you to the test. So it's a good idea to like build a couple of backlinks like that, see what happens, and then build a couple of naked URLs and see what happens. It all depends on the situation of a page. And in the meantime, we got our article optimized with a bunch of pages, headings and paragraphs optimized. We will review the changes. And I will answer quickly the question from Nick. If you change the title, what do you recommend we do with the URL? URL is a little bit tricky because if you change the URL, you need to 301 the previous URL. And if you have backlinks built to the previous URL, you will 301 these backlinks that will lose some of their value, because 301 backlink is worth a little bit less than not 301 direct backlink. So if you don't have backlinks, you can 301, but remember, and this is crazy important, I will switch to camera so you can see me. This is important. If you change the URL, you not only need to 301 it, but you also need to look into your website structure and change internal links so they are not going through the redirect, because it's ridiculous that you are in charge of these internal links, yet you force Google to go through the redirect while it's scrolling. So not only 301, check the structure and replace all the internal links, okay? Moving back. But ideally, don't touch the URL. But, well, of course, change it if it's crap. But if it's a parameter or it's a random numbers, change the URL. But if it has a keywords and you only slightly modify title, you can keep the URL original. All right, so let's review the changes. Okay, we got a couple of paragraphs affected with the changes, especially those on top. So let's take a look what has changed. So I click on the paragraph and click compare versions. And as you can see here, there is only like a slightly edited. It added one entity. So we move to the next one and compare versions. And here is one bullet point added that is crucial to critically evaluate blah 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 blah. All right, fine. Two entities added. Okay, moving forward to the next one. Compare. Another paragraph added with class fuel economy keyword added. Fine. Let's take a look at the new sections. This one looks like it's new section. Yes, it's entirely newly written section. So this article just got a little bit more word count. And as you can see here, it created, look, I'm really proud of it. Okay, I'm really proud of this particular feature, especially when it writes content for you that you were missing. So imagine the situation, what Surfer has done here. So imagine that you got 5 pages ranking in the top that have the best content scores. So Surfer will extract the information from these pages to find out basically not only the entities but general topics that were touched on this page, on all of these 5 pages. And then we will create an ideal outline that has all the information found in the SERP. And then we will compare that ideal outline that have all the information that was found in the SERP with your current article that we just auto-optimized. And it turned out that we forgot to mention types of framing effects, because there are 4: gain framing, loss framing, value framing, and goal framing. So I did nothing, yet I just received a perfect solution for the information gap that I had within my article. So what you have to remember is that auto-optimize is not only there to put keywords in places, it's also there to fill the information gap that you may have had because, well, situation in the SERP changed, you forgot to write about types of framing effects or whatever. So let's go back to editing. I just wanted to really highlight it because we we have more sections added using specific language, positive language, negative language, and emotional language. And look how many entities were added in here. Another section was added as well. The impact of framing effect on consumer behavior. Purchase decision, shaping perception. Come on, this is great. I mean, it looks so good, and it also writes in the style that it found in the article. So it's not like straight out the GPT kind of content. It's better because it knows the entities and also knows the content gap and bridge that gap with writing new paragraph that you were missing previously. So we were given 3 new sections and bunch of sections optimized with a single click. Yeah, it's David. I'm super proud of this feature, and it's just the very beginning of us building this tool. It will just get better and better. Okay, so save and close, and now I'm 82. A good moment to answer some questions, I guess. Yeah, Nicholas, the first entity in this list is always what I type. So Nicholas, thank you for this question, first of all. And that's a little bit of a shortcut we've had at the very beginning of building server, because people always expected to have their main keyword in the list, even though that particular long tail niche keyword was not used by the top ranking pages. So we felt like, okay, let's add it there. Sometimes it may be not an entity, but let's add it there because, well, having an exact, if you target exactly what are the top 20 SEO tools, if you target exactly that question, it's a good idea to have it in H1 and have it in your content in general. And Oatman Atya, please can you explain how Surfer choose the keywords in a topic cluster from a large list of keywords? If we don't have a keyword difficulty or all in title for each keywords, how Surfer can tell the best? All right, we'll move to that in a second. Of course, Arthur, it will be always on our YouTube. It's not going anywhere, so you can leave now, but don't do it. You can leave now and come back later. So you follow what's going on. We just optimized the page using content audit best opportunity, and now it's time to publish the page changed, so we can either use the export feature. If you have WordPress, you can select a domain. That's actually not this domain, but I will show you how it works. So you click, you can either create the new draft or update existing post, then you can select the post, and then you'll be able to replace the content. So simple as that. Let's pretend that we pushed the changes and we are going back to the content audit, best opportunities, and we can take another one. How does marketing affect you? Optimize again. We are looking at the situation, blah, blah, blah. There's an article, we auto optimize and repeat. And in a month, you will come back and you will see new pages, new best opportunities, which is basically a way of doing continuous optimization. Yes, exactly, Nick, you are right. Why would you not also select, internal links? This is crazy good stuff because internal linking is really important part of doing SEO. And if we have access to your Google Search Console, we are able to check if you may be used within the article, if you may use a keyword that another page is ranking for. Because if there is a page ranking for a keyword, it should be linked to that page. That's the strongest signal you can send. Okay, we've got, wow, generous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new sections and bunch of optimizations done. So save and close. There are a couple of internal links here and there already, so maybe I remove them first, so you can see how it works. I will remove these internal links. Any other, bunch of, so maybe I'll remove a couple of those. Okay, one more and one more and one more. Okay, so insert internal links. I need to select the page, but I have a bunch of other pages in my Google Search Console, so I will, like, for a moment I will take that off the screen and select the right page, and I just confirm it. So I just did. 10 internal links added. Let's take a look. Market products. How to market and sell a product. What else do we have in here? It says I included 10. Where are they? Marketing initiatives. What is a marketing initiative? Come on. Course. What is course content and how to write it? Marketing is essential for any business. 11 apps to promote business. So I really like how it turned out. Successful marketing. What is the key to successful marketing? This is how it works. So you basically hit the auto optimize button, then hit insert internal links. You can then highlight inserted links to see whether they were added correctly or not, and boom, that's it. Direct selling is linking to 15 steps to success in direct marketing. Again, I'm extremely proud of this feature as well, because it merges the Google Search Console information and the content information and allows you to include internal links that make a lot of sense to Google. Okay. So I hope you already know where to start with Surfer. Where to start? Content audit. Content audit. Always. Best opportunities. Go directly there. Right after this webinar. If I have to choose whether you stay on the webinar or go to content audit and optimize a couple of your pages, I will choose go and do it right now. Okay? I'm that confident in this. So this is where you start in general. But when you want to find some new ideas for content, where do you go? I used to be going to the topical map. And by the way, this is a new navigation. The topical map is on top right now next to the content audit, because these two tools go in pairs. Okay, you basically hit create the topical map, select the Search Console or enter your keyword, and there you go. I got some analysis done already. Let's take the PEEP strategy, as we are on this marketing type of content, and what do we see in here? It's based on the Google Search Console keywords, and it gives you a couple of categories. Let's say marketing strategies or marketing planning or direct marketing or marketing concepts, and each of these is a group of keywords that should be tackled within the same URL, within the same page. Let's say objectives in marketing. Let's take a look. Oh, the difficulty is quite high, so maybe something easier. Maybe this one, marketing concepts. The difficulty is lower and the volume is even higher, and we even rank some. So let's take a look. So we have 5 marketing concepts explained, and there's even this keyword ranking for it already, but all of these are not. But it's definitely targeting these keywords, like these 5 concepts, 5 marketing concepts, 5 main marketing concept, and so on. So apparently we already have a URL, but it's not really ranking well yet. So when I see a situation like that, I would optimize this page instead of creating a new one, because, well, if I already have a page, I would probably start with optimizing, not replacing it with a new piece of content. But if you want to replace it, you can either create a content editor and write new piece of content, or generate it with Surfer AI and replace the content so much quicker. Actually, I can trigger this. I will show you how the Surfer AI works. But let's try to find something else that we can really write from scratch. What's the marketing for business? Okay, we are definitely not ranking. There's no covered keyword from this group. So all of these keywords belong to the same topic, belong to the same URL, and we are supposed to create an article to cover this this group. There is also a map in here, and map will show you in a visual way which categories you are investing in and which are not touched yet. This one looks pretty much closed, which is about what? It's verbal communication. And what's missing? Eye contact, verbal communication benefits, strategy, why is eye contact important, meaning, verbal and non-verbal communication. So quite a few article ideas, let's say example of verbal communication skills. If we open it, we see that there are 4 keywords, so you should consider writing. But if you look here, there's one keyword that is covered by this article, types of verbal communication you should know. So it's a little bit of a ranking by accident because it's about skills, specifically verbal communication skills. So it's not about the types. So these two should be interlinked in between each other because they are related to each other. So this is just another way of looking at the data. Recommendations are okay. Yeah, they are here. What are recommendations? This is something not everybody can see yet. It's rolled to the 10% of the people, and it's basically a selection of article ideas that you should consider writing because they have low difficulty. You already have a lot of pages around that topic, and it's very popular among your competitors. So course launch email sequence, let's take a look. This is a small topic, but it's ranked by 30 competitors of PEEP strategy website, so like almost everybody has it. So what we do, we create that article because, well, it's really close to the topic. And if you don't know where to start, if this is overwhelming to you because, well, there are like 400 article ideas, you can go to recommendations and you can choose from this list, and that'll be the easiest way to go. I can show you also the recommendations we've got for Surfer SEO. There are more because our website is bigger. Content ideas are like almost 3,000 content ideas, and we handpick like 62 recommendations for the new topics, and that we should take care of. Really low keyword difficulty, quite low volume, high popularity. That would be a good one. Maybe let's sort by the volume. Oh, this is extremely difficult, but this is easy. SEO optimization. Oh, Los Angeles, so it's local. Yeah, these local are easier. People also search for 30,000 and difficulty 11. We should consider having it. What's inside? People also search for, Google also search for. Yeah, we should consider tackling it. So this is how it works when it comes to figuring out your next best content idea. And there's so much more I would like to show you, yet I have limited time of 20 minutes only, and I feel like I owe you this SEO tips for effective content workflow. So I got a really short presentation, and then we'll move to the questions. So that's really short. So let me go through it. So we've seen the audit, we've seen the optimization. You know where to find ideas. So let me quickly show you how you can scale content operations. For totally new sites, I gotta okay, quickly on this one. You go here, topical map. You start with the topic. Enter topic. You provide here like how to learn SEO. Hit the button and just start writing from the output of this query. That's it. This is where you start for a fresh website. You should consider starting with these easier, more long tail clusters, more long tail keywords than the head terms. Oh, Oatman, what was that question? So, well, I'm not sure if I get it right, but when you have a group of keywords in here, we decide whether a keyword is a main keyword. Let me find something bigger. SEO content. Oh, this is quite covered, but we will select the keyword that is the most popular, basically, as the main keyword. There's a little mess in this cluster because we are split in 3 different articles, like it should be one, but it's a little bit of an audit as well. SEO principles, this is fresh. So we selected SEO principles because it has the highest volume, basically. So that's it. Going back here, is it safe to scale content publishing? Yes, but you will soon know why. Finding balance between risks and gains, and what are the options for scaling content operations. Let's go. That's Google guidelines, I know, but well, AI is penalized not because it's AI, but because it's crap, or because you start publishing thousands of pages every day and then it's suspicious. That's it. Not because it's AI. So the publishing frequency is the thing we should take care of as soon as we decide to scale up the content production. So how often can you publish? It depends on the domain, and what Google say is, like John Miller said, that if you publish 100,000 new pages on a website that has 10,000 pages, it will turn out that the original content will be only at 10% of this, like a new website. All right, so you just cannot go crazy like that. Would I say that 9 times it's okay? No, still it's like almost like a 10 times bigger website, so I wouldn't risk that much. What I would go with is I would look into the SERPs and check for the examples of websites scaling up and see when they got penalized and when they were okay. So what SERPs say, again, depends on the domain, but look, that's an example from Emilia Korczynska. She was publishing 40 articles a month, which is definitely more than 1 article a week, which is like 4 articles a month that we were hearing here and there. So she published 10 times more, and the website took off like crazy, gaining traction, gaining traffic. Really nice example of the growth. That was fast growth. This one on the other side is publishing like crazy, gaining traction like crazy. Look at the traffic. 160k a month, with in the peak 70,000 pages within the 7 months. But this website got erased after September's, after March, and now it's gone. It has 0 traffic right now. So it was too much. Basically, it was too much. They were scaling extremely fast. I do not recommend doing this. This is Surfer SEO. We doubled the website size over a year, and it's steadily growing. There is a little issue in here, but we had a problem with trailing slash thank you Webflow, so it's doubled a couple of pages. But in general, it's a steady growth. We doubled the website size, and it's totally fine. You can publish hundreds of articles every year. That will be okay. So this is how it looks like when you grow 10 and 20% month over month. So from a website having 100 URLs, within a year with a slower pace, you can turn into 300 or over 700 for the fastest pace. And these are the values I would recommend, and they're, like, in my opinion, they're safe. One is a little bit riskier than the other, but something in between these 10 and 20% month over month is a sustainable growth that won't trigger any suspicious actions against you. So when it's time to scale content operations, well, there's a Chinese saying that the best time to plant the tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is now. So it's the same with the scaling content operations. The second best time is now. So start scaling content operations now. So how to scale it? We got a bunch of models. We can do it entirely by human. We can do human and AI, or purely AI. And the sweet spot, in my opinion, is in hybrid models, which I will show you why in a second. So these homogeneous ones. Let's take a look at the human ops. All work done by human, keyword research, writing, content creation. Well, you receive reviewed factual content with the right style, right form. It's the safest, but, well, you are definitely not using the full potential, and competition, especially these days, can outrank you quickly because they will be gaining traction faster than you. AI operations, like everything by AI, even publishing. It's limitless, it's cheap, but you can get to the point as this website's got, and you will get flagged and you will be gone, and all the stuff you did will be trashed. So with these AI operations, it's tempting to go full throttle because it's limitless and cheap. However, I do not recommend that. Maybe for PBNs, maybe for pages that you can risk a lot. And when it comes to the hybrid models, let's take a look at two angles. One angle is that you are a human-centric, where AI is doing this repeatable, tedious work. So you basically insert outline in Surfer, you get the entities, you get the talking points, you write on your own, then you maybe hit auto-optimize button, then you maybe hit the insert internal links button, and you can complete an article in 1 hour, let's say, compared to spending a couple of hours writing entirely by human. So you can scale up 3 times, 5 times, and the quality, the scalability is aligned with the quality. So keep the quality, you remove monkey work from writing content. It's safe for the brand because you keep the style. But on the other hand, it may be a bit slower than aggressive competition. Who's your aggressive competition? The AI-centric, reviewed by human. So basically, you take the Surfer AI, you write articles one after the other, and there is a human being that is basically reading the content. If it's okay, you publish. If it's not okay, you generate again. If it's okay, you publish and generate again. Maybe you hit insert internal links, maybe you hit auto-optimize, but that's it. 15 minutes tops on the page. And this way, you can really quickly push dozens of pages, even daily. It has the best impact to effort ratio, because with a single person, you can 8 hours a day, 4 articles an hour, and you can get like 32 articles published every day. That's a lot, and it doesn't cost you crazy, especially with the 30% off right now. So it has the best impact to effort ratio, but still you can publish a little bit too much. 32 a day, 20 working days a month is how much? Is 600? more, 640. So that's a lot. So publishing that much content, I would recommend only to the website that is already huge. Like, let's say you are an e-commerce with 1000 products. It's fine to publish 100 blog posts a month or 200 blog posts a month. So that'll be the way to go here. So why these models are the best? Why are better? Because they have optimal balance of impact, risk and cost. Because full-blown AI, you risk a lot. Full-blown human, you cost a lot, and the impact is low. And these hybrid models are quite balanced when it comes to impact, risk, and cost. Cost, effort, whatever you call it. Quick reminder, you got a human model that avoids AI, you got AI model that automates everything, you got AI assisted human-centric hybrid model, and AI-centric just reviewed by human. Read, if it's garbage, generate again, if it's good, you publish. That's it. So SEO tools recommendation. What are the tools to be using here? Surfer AI for writing articles. Outline for automating work for the writer. So writer receives outline, writer receives talking points and entities, and basically writes in there. When it comes to these AI pipelines, where you use Surfer AI, you can also consider using Humanizer after it's analyzed. Okay, can you start doing it right now? There are 3 questions you have to answer. Ask yourself them. How much can you risk? How much impact you need? And how much money you have? So I will try to pretend I'm a young startup and I'm just fresh born company, let's say half a year on the market, and we need impact. I need a lot of impact. Can I risk? Yes, I can, because my domain is fresh. I can change it if it's like penalized or whatever, but I need a huge impact and I don't have money. So I go with this hybrid AI centric and I try to publish as much as I can to the reasonable values I showed you before. But now let's say I'm an e-commerce business, 10 years on the market, with a lot of products and some brand search traffic and so on. So can I risk? Not really. Do I need that much of impact as the young startup? No, I don't need. I just need to keep up the pace with my competitors. And I've got money, so I can get writers to write, but if I scale, I can scale the process of them receiving outline written by AI, facts figured out from the SERP by AI, and so on. So I can spend a little bit more money to equip my writers with some products and keep the level of quality on a higher shelf. So basically ask yourself these 3 questions, and if your answer is like similar to mine, you should consider start scaling your content right away in one of the hybrid models, either human-centric, where AI helps human to write, or with the AI-centric, where the human is there only to review the content. Okay, that's it. That's it for the presentation. That was quick. I got some questions in here. No, not really. But what's coming? Content audit setup will be a little bit different, because you will be able to choose the URLs that you want to start the analysis. You'll be able to select the blog posts. You'll be able to paste your own list of the URLs, handpick the pages from the Google Search Console. So that's something we've heard a couple of times already. Next week, you can expect tables in the content editor, so you'll be able to create a table, write in that table, and it will basically support tables. We are also finalizing the variations of keywords, which will be matching the easiest example is the singular and plural. So we will be matching them. We analyze a lot of keywords to check if it impacts the optimization, and it doesn't. So you can do it. So we will make your life easier. If it doesn't hurt SEO, we are all into making your lives optimizing and writing easier. What's coming? What else is coming? We are working on a solution that will also help you determine if you have an information gap in an interface way. So you can imagine like a list of facts that were present in the SERP and your content, and we will tell you which facts, which bits of information you are missing. So not only optimizing by entities, but also entities with context, by basically pieces of useful information that your competitors conveyed. Not like, let's say, SEO audit. You can optimize SEO audit keyword by saying like, SEO audit is essential part of onboarding a new client. Or you can say, I like SEO audits, and which one conveys the information, which one is contextual. Definitely the first one. So that's coming as well. Surfy AI assistant is going to be in all content editors, so that will be massive. Besides that, AI meta title and meta description in content editors. You will be able obviously to regenerate or provide your own, but in general we will have a field of title and description. Eventually, after all these 7 years, we will have it there, and the folders for organizing queries are also almost finished. So this is what's coming. What time is it? 4 minutes remaining. I need to translate and optimize my Polish articles for the languages. Is it better to write from scratch or translate? Write from scratch in general, but that also depends on the niche, because information may be different across the countries. Information may be country specific on your topic. Let's say it's about the law, or it's about the products that are available here, not available there, or services that are slightly different in Germany than in France than in Poland. So I would definitely consider using basically creating the content editor. You type this keyword, let's say English keyword, whatever, English keywords, and you select United Kingdom and write in there. You can use DeepL, that's the best translation. You can use DeepL, take your Polish one and drop it in here in the content editor and optimize with these entities. You will find out if there is no difference in the meaning, in the service, in the product. You can translate, but if it's country specific, I would recommend writing from scratch. What users search to find my page? Google Search Console, Kenzo. Google Search Console. But I cannot find these questions, Alex. I'm in the Notion, but it's empty. So in general, Google Search Console is the best place. However, we are also working on analytics. So you can have analytics inside Surfer. Right now, how you can check it is creating a domain map. Let's say this one, and turning on the map, and all of these purple hexes that will show up. The map is big, it's 7,000 article ideas, so it will load for a few more seconds. Hopefully we will get it. All right, so all of these purples are places where you receive traffic. So you can look, employee handbook templates. This is the traffic for this website. This one, employee handbooks again, but specific companies' employee handbooks. Here, a lot of purple, time of guidelines. Also, there is a lot of traffic because a lot of articles are already covered. You can see here that you got this amount of covered topics, this amount of keywords in top 3, this amount of keywords in top 10, and this amount of keywords in top 50, and the total search volume of the whole map is that big. Can you direct export via to WordPress a page that was built using Divi? I'm not sure about the Divi. I'm sure about Gutenberg, about Classic, and about Elementor, but I am not entirely sure about Divi. Do we have any other questions? If there were any questions unanswered and you really want me to answer, here's my email. And I will be happy to answer all of the questions that I didn't answer. Sorry to say that, Nick, but Divi is not supported as far as I know, but I may be wrong. And we are already 1 minute after 7 p.m. here in Poland. So any questions, there's my email. Thank you so much for being with me today. Hit that like button. Maybe you can comment, maybe you can share it somewhere in social. I would really appreciate that. Maybe someone will find it helpful when that person finds it through you. So that would be really nice. Thank you for being with me today. 55 people after 1 hour of my monologue. That's really a big thing for me. So how hard it is to find out if AI generated articles get flagged? No, it's not about getting flagged. If they are crap, they are getting flagged by not getting traffic. But it's not that AI will drag your website down. It's the quality of that content and too high velocity of publishing. These are two factors that drag websites down, not the source of the content, whether AI or human. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, everybody, for being with me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you.